Hey everybody, Ursiv here. Starting out in woodworking can seem intimidating, but trust me, you don't need a shop full of fancy gadgets to get started. We're gonna break down the essential tools every beginner needs to kickstart their woodworking journey. So, grab your safety glasses and let's get started. First up, we got your trusty tape measure, your new best friend in the workshop. Make sure you get one with both standard and metric markings, cause you never know when you might need them. That little hook at the end, it's designed to move slightly, ensuring accurate measurements whether you're hooking onto an edge or button up against it. Remember these words of wisdom. Measure twice, cut once. Take your time, double check your measurements, and you'll save yourself a whole lot of heartache down the road. A little wear and tear just adds character, right? So, there you have it, the humble tape measure, a simple tool, but absolutely essential for any woodworker. Next up, we've got the combination square, a real multitasker in the workshop. This handy tool is like having a ruler, a tri-square, and a miter square all rolled into one. With a combination square, you can measure and mark lines at perfect 90-degree angles, which is crucial for getting those corners nice and square. When you're buying a combination square, look for one with a sturdy blade and a solid head that locks securely in place. So there you have it. The combination square, a versatile tool that's essential for any woodworker who wants to build projects with precision and accuracy. Now let's talk about the speed square, another handy tool that'll have you marking and cutting angles like a pro in no time. It's a versatile tool that every woodworker, whether a beginner or a seasoned pro, should have in their toolbox. The speed square is perfect for quickly marking out 45 and 90-degree angles, which are essential for many woodworking projects. These angles are super common in woodworking, and having a tool that can mark them accurately is a game changer. Just line up the square with the edge of your board, ensuring it's flush and secure. Give it a good hold, making sure it doesn't slip, and use a pencil to mark your cut line. This ensures your cuts are precise and clean. You can also use the speed square to guide your saw when you're making cuts. This is especially useful for straight cuts. Just align the square with your cut line, making sure it's perfectly straight. Hold it firmly against your workpiece, applying steady pressure, and run your saw along the edge. This helps in achieving a straight and accurate cut. When you're using the speed square as a saw guide, it's crucial to maintain a steady hand. Make sure you keep your saw blade nice and close to the square. This ensures the cut follows the marked line precisely, so there you have it. The speed square, a tool that simplifies your woodworking tasks. A simple, affordable tool that's a must-have for any beginner woodworker. With it, you'll be able to tackle projects with confidence and precision. Now let's talk about the handsaw, a true classic in the world of woodworking. This tool has been around for centuries and remains a staple in any woodworker's toolkit. For beginners, I recommend starting with a good quality crosscut saw. It's versatile and can handle a variety of tasks, making it an excellent choice for those just getting started. Crosscut saws are designed for cutting across the grain of the wood, making them perfect for making those initial cuts on your workpieces. They provide clean, precise cuts that are essential for any project. When you're using a handsaw, the key is to let the saw do the work. It's all about technique and patience. Don't force it. Just apply gentle pressure on the forward stroke and let the saw's teeth do the cutting. This will ensure a smoother cut and reduce the risk of damaging your workpiece. And remember to keep your saw sharp. A sharp saw is not only more efficient but also safer to use. A dull saw will make your work much harder and could even be dangerous. Regular maintenance is key to keeping your tools in top condition. There's something incredibly satisfying about using a handsaw to shape wood. The tactile feedback and the sound of the saw cutting through the wood are truly rewarding. It's a skill that takes practice, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be amazed at what you can create. The more you use it, the more proficient you'll become. So there you have it, the handsaw, a classic tool that's still essential for any woodworker. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, this tool will always have a place in your workshop. Alright, let's step up our game and talk about the circular saw, a true workhorse in any workshop. This power tool will have you making quick, accurate cuts in no time, and it's surprisingly easy to use, even for beginners. For beginners, I recommend starting with a corded model, as they tend to be more affordable and powerful than their cordless counterparts. When it comes to blade size, a 7¼ inch blade is a good all-around choice for most woodworking projects. Safety is paramount when using a circular saw. Always wear safety glasses and make sure the blade is spinning freely before you start your cut. And remember to keep your fingers well away from the blade at all times. Now let's talk about the jigsaw, the go-to tool for making those intricate cuts and curves. This tool is a favorite among woodworkers and DIY enthusiasts alike. It can handle tasks that would leave a circular saw stumped. This versatile power tool is perfect for cutting curves, circles, and even making plunge cuts. Whether you're working on a detailed project or just need to make a quick cut, the jigsaw is your best friend. When you're shopping for a jigsaw, you'll find models with different features such as variable speed settings and orbital action. These features can make your cutting experience smoother and more efficient, allowing you to tackle a variety of materials with ease. One of the great things about the jigsaw is that it uses a variety of blades, each designed for different materials and cutting applications. From wood to metal and even plastic, there's a blade for every job. When using a jigsaw, always clamp your workpiece securely to your workbench to prevent it from moving around. This ensures precision and safety while you work. And remember to take your time and let the saw do the work. Rushing can lead to mistakes and uneven cuts. Forcing the jigsaw will only lead to broken blades and frustration. Patience and the right technique are key to getting the best results from your jigsaw. Alright, let's talk about a tool that needs no introduction: the hammer. For general woodworking, you can't go wrong with a good old claw hammer. The claw on the back is perfect for pulling out nails when you make a mistake, and we all do. When you're swinging a hammer, remember to keep your eye on the nail head and use your whole arm, not just your wrist, to generate power. And don't be afraid to give it a good whack. Use the claw of the hammer to hold the nail in place while you get it started. Once the nail is started, you can switch to your grip and finish hammering at home. Now let's move on to chisels, the precision instruments of the woodworking world. These hand tools are essential for carving, shaping, and removing wood with incredible accuracy. When you're using a chisel, always keep your hands behind the sharp edge. Take small controlled cuts and use a mallet or hammer to drive the chisel through the wood. A sharp chisel will glide through wood like butter, while a dull one will just bounce around and make your life difficult. Use a honing guide and a sharpening stone to maintain a razor-sharp edge. So there you have it, the chisel, a precision tool that's essential for any woodworker. Alright, let's talk about screwdrivers, the unsung heroes of the workshop. These simple tools are essential for fastening and loosening screws, and no woodworking project is complete without them. When you're choosing a screwdriver, make sure the tip fits snugly in the screw head. A loose fit will strip the screw head and make your life miserable. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Press down on the screwdriver with the palm of your hand while you're turning it for better grip on stubborn screws. So there you have it, the screwdriver, an essential tool for any woodworker. Now before we get too carried away with all these awesome tools, let's talk about safety. Safety glasses are non-negotiable, folks. Think of safety glasses as your own personal force field, protecting your peepers from flying debris, sawdust, and those occasional errant wood chips that like to go rogue. Trust me, you don't want to experience the pain of a wood splinter in the eye. Any pair that meets ANSI Z87, 1 standards will do the trick. These standards ensure that the lenses are impact resistant and can withstand the rigors of the workshop. Keep a spare pair of safety glasses in your workshop. So there you have it, safety glasses essential for protecting your eyes in the workshop. Alright, let's talk about another important safety essential, the dust mask. Inhaling wood dust is no joke. It can irritate your lungs, trigger allergies, and even lead to long-term respiratory problems. A dust mask acts like a filter, trapping those tiny wood particles before they have a chance to wreak havoc on your respiratory system. For most woodworking projects, a disposable N95 mask will provide adequate protection. Make sure it fits snugly over your nose and mouth, creating a good seal. If you're working on a particularly dusty project, consider investing in a respirator with replaceable cartridges. So, there you have it, the dust mask essential for protecting your lungs in the workshop. Last but not least, let's talk about work gloves. A good pair of work gloves can make a world of difference in the workshop. They protect your hands from cuts, splinters, and those nasty blisters that can pop up after a long day of working with wood. They also provide a better grip, especially when you're handling slippery or rough-sawn lumber. For general woodworking, I recommend a pair of leather or synthetic leather gloves. They offer a good balance of protection, dexterity, and durability. Don't be afraid to invest in multiple pairs of gloves for different tasks. So there you have it, work gloves, essential for protecting your hands in the workshop. Well, there you have it, folks. Those are the essential woodworking tools every beginner needs to start building their own awesome projects. Remember, you don't need a shop full of fancy gadgets to get started. Just grab these basic tools, find a project that excites you, and get to work. The most important tool in your workshop is your imagination. So go out there, have fun, and build something amazing. I can't wait to see what you create.